Hey guys, how's it going? I hope you guys are having a great day. I'm out here, it's the morning, so the grass is still a little wet. You can still smell it. It smells really good. So I'm out here I want to do a quick video on how to simplify your life. And right now, our lives have gotten very complicated. Fact of the matter is that the truth is simple. The truth doesn't have to defend itself. I posted some facts from the What the Health movie yesterday, and I got a lot of feedback. A lot of people were arguing, and it's definitely because of the calcified pineal gland. I haven't really spoken about that yet, but opening up your third eye will allow you to see the truth. It will allow you to accept the truth, because until then, you will literally reject the truth with every fiber of your being. Feeling a little rain, so I won't be out here for too long, but yeah, we gotta decalcify our pineal gland, and there's a bunch of ways to do that. And some of the tips I'm gonna say today about simplifying your life will help to decalcify your pineal gland. It'll help you to question everything that you've learned. So the first thing to simplify your life, because simplicity is the best. Simplicity is mastery. If your life isn't simple, then you most likely are going to be dealing with a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, and you're not going to be very happy because your emotions are going to be all over the place. Your thoughts are going to be all over the place because everything you're doing has been complicated. Nowadays, you know, how we work out is complicated, how we eat is complicated, how we sleep is complicated, how we do anything is complicated, how we rest is complicated. Like, I can't think of anything that the majority of us do that is not complicated. The way we work is complicated. We are working in jobs that we hate, and we do that for the rest of our lives, and we just end up not really living. The way we live is complicated. So simplicity is crucial nowadays. People can look at the people that are doing things simple and like think they're going backwards, but we got to look at the way we're living now. Are we really going forward? I don't think so. And like I mentioned the book The Divine Matrix as well. The technology that we are using nowadays is kind of really, causing us to lose our power. We're going outside of ourselves for everything, literally everything. And you gotta really kind of realize that the technology is an extension of ourselves. The technology there are things that we can actually do ourselves, but we're passing it off to technology and thinking, oh, that's making my life simpler. But technology is beautiful, but we have to be careful. It is a double-edged sword. We gotta really regain our power. And I do believe, like, I've had some thoughts, like, especially when I'm out in nature over here. I'm over here digressing, but it's okay. A lot of times when I'm out in nature, I look at the animals, and, the more I look at the animals, the more I realize they are also reflections of us. Everything in the universe is a reflection of us. And there are animals that do amazing things, like animals that can camouflage, animals that can literally regrow their limbs. I looked at that, like, why can't we do that? And there have been stories of people that have actually regrown a limb. I know Sadhguru mentioned one time he broke his ankle one time, like fractured it, and he sat down and meditated, and then he fixed it. Like, we can do powerful things, but we are relying on technology. We are relying on pills, on doctors, and things like that instead of ourselves. So let's go back and simplify things so that way we can have more time to really go within and really rediscover our power. So the first thing that we can do to simplify our lives is to stop eating animals. Stop eating animals. I mean, that is like one of the most inefficient things I've ever seen in my life. Because, we're eating the animals, we'll say, oh, it's because the animals have protein, which we don't need a lot of. Human breast milk has the lowest protein in any milk out there. Lowest protein in any milk out there. So we don't need a lot of protein. We are carb, like, we need carbs, we need fruits. That's what we do. That's what we eat, fruits. But protein is not a big thing. I think the protein is a marketing scam. It's out there to get people to spend a lot of money on protein. I know I did it. I know I fell into that trap when I was weightlifting. I had the whey protein, had the casein protein, and I was drinking a lot of milk. I was eating a lot of meat, trying to get that protein to be big. But too much protein literally, causes our bodies to become acidic, and then our bodies become primed for disease, and our bones start getting weak, So protein is not the end all be all, and we'll get enough protein from fruits and vegetables. So no need to worry about that. So stop eating animals. It's really inefficient because everything that the animal is getting, all the nutrient that the animal has, we can get ourselves by eating the plant. So why grow the animals? Why rape them, torture them, and do all this stuff to them? Have them take up all this space. Have them be, you know, have way too many animals. I mean, the amount of pigs out there, and the amount of waste that they're creating, all because of bacon, is crazy. They're polluting the waters, polluting the air, polluting the land, and they're also causing sickness, causing people to have asthma and all that stuff. So let's stop eating animals. The cows, so many cows out there that shouldn't be out there, and they're farting, and that their fart is powerful. That methane going into the atmosphere. Global warming, man, all due to animal agriculture. So simplify your life by, not eating animals, and of course digesting the animals. We cannot digest that meat. Is really not easy for us to digest at all. It stays in our bodies for a long period of time. It becomes, it's just gross. Could you imagine meat inside of you? Like, it stays there, and we end up getting constipated. It's just simplify your life just by going vegan. I mean, that's one of the best decisions that I've ever made. And number two, after going vegan, go mostly raw. Eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, raw fruits and vegetables. Even better, look for organic farms around you that are growing their own food, or even grow your own food. That way the food is more local, and it doesn't have to travel all across the world, and we can use less energy with all that stuff, and we can be more local. We can have a better community. We can know where our food is coming from. We can make sure it's organic, or even better, veganic, which means no animal input. We got to move forward. If we don't simplify our lives, we cannot move forward. We will keep on digging a deeper hole, and we're already in a very deep hole right now. I mean, we're almost at the point of no return, where if we don't stop now, if we don't reverse what we are doing, we are over. We are done with. So we are pretty much facing extinction. So simplify your life by eating more raw foods. Get to know your local farmers. Start growing your own food. Really, do the work. Really do the research. I mean, by research, I mean not don't just go online and Google search, but find real people, and also make some changes yourself, so that way you can see it for yourself. Because once you see it for yourself, then that's when it becomes the truth for you, and then you can really go out there and speak about it and have no fear of whatever anybody has to say, because you have felt it yourself, and then you can go to them. Have you done it? I've done it. You're just going off by words that you've seen online, but I've done it myself. So yeah, get your power that way. Go out there and do the work. There's a little mosquito on my phone right now. Don't bite me though. But yes, and the third one, of course, is to refuse. Do this in all aspects of your life. I was in a zero waste meeting, and we focused on recycling a lot, but let's refuse. Let's refuse the things that we don't need. We accept a lot of things into our lives that we don't need. This can be like in relationships, it could be friendships. Like, I know I've been in relationships before that I didn't really want to, but like I was too, afraid to say no. I was too nice to say no. So let's start refusing things. Like when we go in places and companies are giving out all this stuff that we really don't need, these frisbees, these bags, these cups, let's refuse them. Let's reduce the demand for all this nonsense, because right now we have so much stuff. Go to people's houses and there'll be so much stuff, like, what? Where did you get this from? Like, you don't even need it. Like, you got it somewhere and you did not even use it. So let's start refusing things, and we gotta see, like, what, if we're not refusing, what it's doing to the world. And plastic, there's a lot of plastic in the world right now, a lot of plastic, and it's so crazy. It's so crazy that Mother Nature had to create an animal to digest it for us. So we have to refuse and reduce, reuse and all this good stuff, and really start taking care of the planet. Let's stop buying as much stuff. Like, when you see that advertisement, doesn't mean you have to go get it. Don't fall for the advertisement. Maybe turn off the TV, for a while. Sell your TV. Just get back into nature. Get back into, connect with Mother Nature, and then realize that you already have everything that you need. So we don't need to be consuming as much as we are now. We are literally looking for everything, the solution, to be outside of us, but the solution has been within us all along. So definitely refuse, and definitely think and be more conscious of what you're doing. Be more aware of what you're doing. Just know that every action that every action has a consequence. Every action has a consequence. So what the things that you're buying, what's it made out of? Like, where's it going? Plastic is one of the worst things that we could use. So we definitely simplify our lives in that way. So that's my video for today. It's starting to rain a little bit, and I don't want to get eaten by mosquitoes. I feel like he might have bit me here, but it's all good. But yeah, we have to simplify our lives. The truth is simple, lies are complicated. So if it starts getting complicated, just back away for a little bit, regroup, and then, go back at it. Calm yourself. We have to be calm in order to simplify our lives. If we allow ourselves to get like caught up and we don't meditate, we don't do something to really, we don't get our alone time, our mind gets boggled, and then we start complicating things that don't need to be complicated. So once we simplify things, like once we simplify our life, we can become a lot happier. We'll have more energy to follow our dreams and to do what we love. If you like this video, hit the like button below. Hit me up in the comment section. And of course, subscribe to my video for more videos like this one if you haven't already. And I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.